level, and then we have to shoot threes at a real higher clip. Not necessarily, I mean, obviously you want to make them, but they attempted 50, we only got up 24. So points of emphasis, unfortunate 7-point play. Don't see that too often, but yeah, that doesn't get any easier. You got a game tomorrow and against the best team in the league. So you got to lick your wounds, come back and be ready to roll.
Now, you talked about getting the number of threes up more. How do you guys do that as an offense?
Well, especially against teams that are reading it, it's got to be 1-2 dribbles at the most. Can't get too far in the paint. Just kick it out. This is the same recipe when we played them in Boston and shot more threes than them. So just the ability to move the basketball. You can't hold on to it too long. You got to make quick decisions. You got to be ready to shoot when you catch the ball. I thought that we passed up some. I have to go look at it, but we didn't pass up, 26. But the ability to make sure that we are shooting threes and getting them up at a higher clip. I mean, my number for Keegan is 10. He only got up 5. Zach is at least 10. He only got up 5. So we got to make sure that we are letting the ball go as soon as we get it. Get your feet set, be ready to shoot it. If they close to you, put it on the floor, drive, kick, swing on to the next one, and create a shot once you create the advantage.
Coach, with things being so tight and the playing positions and things like that, what kind of things can you do to kind of, if guys are playing tight, to get them to loosen up a bit?
I mean, when I see them daily, they're loose, and I try to make sure that they're loose. But when you get out there on the floor, I mean, it's just like the other night. Like, they're in position to win the ball game, but you do got to make shots. That's just really what it comes down to. So, have fun, understand, and I tell them this all the time. I'm sure they get sick of hearing it, but this is a kid's game. That's when you fell in love with it. Play with that same amount of joy. Play with that same drive and desire. And those are the things, all the extra efforts, all the extra possessions, those are the hustle things that make you feel good and help your teammates. We did not do that tonight. They did, and thus the outcome.
Where did you kind of see some of the separation that maybe in that second half especially?
Probably with the 7-point play, it probably started there. You make a 3, you hit a free throw, and then you hit another 3. And before you know it, they just create some separation for, going into the half down 5 in a decent position, even to close it to 10 at the end of the third. Like, you're there, but you got to get some stops, and the inability to get stops. They got some really key offensive rebounds. The kick out to the Schreier kid in the corner for 3, like, those are the ones that really break your back. Those are the things that when we played there, we had 17 offensive rebounds. So we were flying around. Tonight, we didn't fly around at the level that you need to beat and compete against a world championship team.
Yeah, and to that point, I mean, obviously you have some steep opposition. Is there kind of a yin and yang to this team right now during this kind of stretch where it's been tough to find victories?
What do you mean?
In terms of maybe, I mean, obviously, they've been, whether it be on defense or even on the offensive end, whether there's a level of compete versus how you guys get off to start. So you kind of seeing it kind of swing in different ways during this stretch of games.
I mean, I think that it kind of goes like that for everybody. When we played them there, they were probably in the swing. And really, to be honest with you, in our league, except for the super elite teams, it's the teams that are playing well and peaking at the right time. And that's what you got to do. When we are playing at a really high level, we can compete and beat anyone in my estimation. What makes it tough is, guys keep getting sick, guys keep getting hurt, and you got to bring them back, but then you can be rusty in different things, but we have to live with that because those are our guys, and we trust our guys, and we're going to roll with them. So you just have to find a way. You have to find your energy sometimes. You have to create shots sometimes. And once you find something in the game that works, you got to milk it until they figure something else out. And the other night we did not do that. Tonight we were a little better at it, but the hustle plays, the making sure that we're getting loose balls and all those things. Those are the areas that, just looking at it, I got to go back and watch the tape. But listen, they competed, but like I told you guys before, 80% is not good enough for this team. We have to be 90 plus. We can't fall asleep for, a 4-minute span, a 5-minute span. We've got to make sure that we're taking good shots. That might mean slow down a little bit. I know everybody wants to play fast, but sometimes you slow down to speed up, and they'll be better.
That's what they